Vosburg. And they're off. A bit of a hesitant start there for number 6, Cody's Wish, who will be the early trailer. Accretive is the early leader. Great Navigator down on the inside is racing in second. Sheriff Bianco and Cowan are right together, third and fourth. Now Cody's Wish is moving up on the outside of High Oak as the field races up the back stretch. And Accretive is the leader, 3/4 of a length. Great Navigator, Sheriff Bianco, and Cody's Wish, who is now up to fourth, but just a length off the lead. The quarter went in 23 and 1/5 seconds. So it is Accretive who maintains the lead here. Cody's Wish has now moved into second. Great Navigators down at the rail and in third. Then Sheriff Bianco, Cowan, and High Oak is at the back. The field races midway on the turn with Accretive by a half length over the big favorite Cody's Wish. Great Navigator in behind and racing in third. Then Cowan in the red blinkers. And in between horses is Sheriff Bianco, who's making up some ground. The half mile in 46 seconds. They come off the turn and into the stretch. And here is Cody's Wish up to challenge Accretive for the lead. Great Navigator is down at the rail. It's 3 of them across. It's Cody's Wish and a very tough Accretive who continues to battle on as they hit the 16th pole. Cody's Wish now edges clear. And Cody's Wish back to sprinting, back to winning today in the Vosburg.
Cody's Wish, the heavy favorite, wins the Vosburg over a very determined Accretive. Richie, he got the victory, but what were your thoughts on that effort?
He had to work hard for it, but he was decidedly best. He didn't brake particularly well. He middle moved up the backstretch, and this was a fast race. Accretive gave him all he could handle, but Cody's Wish overcame, I thought, a lot to get it done.
I agree. That is the absolute trip you don't want with a closer like Cody's Wish. He doesn't brake, which is becoming a problem and is going to be impossible to overcome in all likelihood if he does it in the Breeders' Cup. And then he's in a paceless race. He rushes up midway through the race.
He might fight him off at one point.
No, because it looked like as they turned for home, he was going to leave Accretive behind. But then Accretive battled back, and a lot of times when that happens, they come back and win. And this could set up Accretive well, heading to a race like the Cigar Mile at the end of the year.
Great Navigator, the New Jersey bred, checking in third at 22-1. Let's go back to Maggie.
Guys, when it comes to Cody's Wish breaking poorly, it's like he gets in there and he just wants to fight with everyone. He wants to throw his head down between his legs, and I think the starter and assistant starters are just like, well, let's just get him in and get him out. It's almost like they really need to make him focus. And I get it, because the more time in there, the more likely he's going to, do something bad. I think it's him not being focused and just wanting to be reactive in the gate rather than just braking slowly. He's just not having his feet underneath of him, guys.
So important to be balanced in the starting gate, to be centered before they spring the latch. And, he's a horse the last couple of times as well, Richie, that he's acted up pretty significantly in the gate, too, before they spring the latch.
I thought he was acting much better today in the post-parade, in the warm-up, than he did last time in the Whitney. Different atmosphere, and it's one turn, you get away from the crowd, he settled in. But this slow reaction time, and Maggie may have hit on it, just not being as focused as should be, but you can get away with that till a certain point, and the better horses you start facing, the less opportunity you're going to have to overcome that.
He wasn't, in all likelihood, beating Elite Power or a good gunite in a race like this, and taking nothing away from Accretive, who's obviously getting back to that good form. That I'm second to gunite as a 3-year-old. I'm going to tell you right now, he has gotten left from the outside post 2 races in a row. And for horses that have trouble in the gate, the outside post is usually a good thing for them.
Yes.
And he got lucky last year in the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland, around 2 turns, that it was such a fast, contested pace. Unless he gets that in California in the Breeders' Cup Mile, there's no way, in my opinion, he's going to win.
We'll see what kind of pace he gets moving on to the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, but this Vosburg, a win and you're in, as we see the blanket for the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series. Cody's Wish, and look, we are asking questions about him because he was a short price favorite, and he's going to be a short price going into the Breeders' Cup as well. And it takes nothing away from the talent, the class, the body of work that this horse has put together. But when you have horses that are such a short price, you have to bring up these questions, especially moving forward to the World Championships.
We know why he's good. I mean, all you have to do is look at his PPs. This is one of the most talented horses in the country. The question you ask is, why would you want to be against, perhaps?
Let's go to Maggie with winning rider, Junior Alvarado.
Thanks, Acacia. And Junior, let's talk about the effort, first of all. Getting away slowly, but having to rush up into a slow pace. He was able to grind out the victory today.
Yeah, definitely. I just, he was just probably much the best horse today. We were kind of planning and hoping the last couple of starts, he drew the last so he can just load and go. But I think, load him in last in the gate. When he start acting up, he doesn't have a chance to get his feet under. And then they give the break like that, and then he just, break even worse than before. So, I guess we were still kind of working with him. But, after that, I just help him a little bit, nudge him a little bit. The pace wasn't going that slow, so I knew he was going to get by himself, put himself in a good position. When we turn for home, I have the Cody that I knew.
Yeah, Junior, it's good to hear you say exactly what I just said about the gate. What can you do with a horse that is like that?
I just, he's a social gentleman in the morning. He doesn't do anything in the morning, so we just kind of keep working with him in the afternoon. Try to don't get him upset when he loads the gate, and maybe give him maybe a little extra time for him to get his feet under, and then just go from there.
Junior, congratulations. Well done with the hand you were dealt on a horse that is truly special.
Thanks, Maggie.
All right, Junior Alvarado, regular pilot for the ever so talented Cody's Wish.
Always a good thing when you hear him say it was back to the Cody that I knew. Junior Alvarado, regular pilot for Cody's Wish. Echoing what Maggie was thinking as far as that lack of focus in the starting gate. But Cody's Wish winning the Grade 2 Vosburg. Big effort and another trip to the winner's circle, a sight he knows well. More American